Oh my God, he looks so bad. Look at him. God, he looks so good. Hello. Hello, handsome. Oh my God, you guys, he looks so good. I am so excited for Caleb's introduction back into the game. I cannot wait to do his main story, learn more about him, and see what our childhood friend is like now. If you're new here, I'm Shenanigans, you can call me Shan, and welcome into my very first Love and Deepspace video. Over on this channel, I play a lot of RPGs, most of them including romance, so I have a lot of pixel boyfriends and girlfriends out there. I fall in love with characters, I rage, I cry, everything. I get super invested. So Love and Deepspace was right up my alley. I've been playing since this summer, maybe like July, August-ish, sometime around that time frame. So a good little bit of time. But I felt like with the reintroduction of Caleb, that was a good time to kind of like introduce myself to the Love and Deepspace community here on YouTube. So here I am. A little bit about me. I am a Raphael girly. He is my favorite and he's been my favorite from the start. But I do love all of the boys. They're so well written and I really like their stories. But if you forced me to rank them, it would probably be something like Raphael, Silas, Zayne, and Xavier. But that's only because I really haven't put as much into Zayne and Xavier. Their affinity isn't as high as it should be. I haven't ranked up their memories, so it's not because I don't like them. I do, however, think that Caleb could change that ranking a little bit. My partner in real life is a pilot, but a helicopter pilot, Kiowa's. So a little different. But obviously I have a little bit of a soft spot for those that fly and those in uniform. So I don't know, I'm super interested to see what Caleb might do to my rankings. Do I think he'll overtake Raphael? Probably not, but you never know. So with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into it. And let's go ahead and look at Caleb's main story and let's see what this is all about. My vision goes dark, everything's a blur as the universe finds a strange stillness in its chaos, and then it fades to nothing. A strong resonance pulses through my body, it stirs fragmented memories that drift like fading apparitions. A pale planet appears, it's strange yet familiar. And then there's an overwhelming force as silent as a black hole. Oh yikes. It's a massive artificial eye. No. Is that the it's been a while since I dreamed about the explosion. That's what I was getting ready to say. Is that the explosion? So this is like a nightmare she's having? Looking back, those roaring flames feel like a surreal, distant nightmare. The searing heat in my dream is still vivid, but the pain in my heart is gone. Maybe it's because the ether core within me has achieved full power. To investigate and deal with anomalous incidents related to the ether cores, the association secretly began Operation Ether Ordeal. Over the past few months, we swiftly and discreetly handled numerous anomalies and documented information about a new ether core. We termed it the Spatium Core. Oh. After completing several investigations, I learned how seemingly unrelated issues were connected in surprising ways. Silas's brief absence gave the forces who coveted the ether core in the N109 zone an opening. Xavier's former teammates who have gone separate ways possess cutting-edge protocore technology and their goals extend beyond just targeting Xavier. Are we going to talk about all the boys? Oh, that's so exciting. The strange black crystals are deeply connected to the old battle, causing Zayne's nightmare to worsen. So these are all of the things that she said are weirdly connected. Okay. And with the watchful eyes of some secret observers, Raphael is forced to quietly search for the power sealed within the tome of the sea god. When traced back to their source, these unrelated threads are connected to one massive entity, Ever. Is that the organization we heard about in Raphael's apartment, maybe? I don't know. I need to go back and watch all of the chapters because when I first started playing, I had no idea what was going on. So I definitely didn't pay as much of attention as I should have. The limited amount of evidence we have also suggests that Ever was a true mastermind behind the Bloom Shore district explosion. I feel like people thought that was going to be the case, right? People talked about maybe like a CEO or something. I feel like that was a community theory, though, that it was going to be like ever. Oh. Is this a site?
It's been a week since the explosion in the Cascade District.
Only a week?
The Farscape fleet still has that region under lockdown. No updates, no details revealed about the investigation. The public is demanding answers.
Yeah, I bet they are. Dang. I can't believe it's only been a week. That seems like so much longer.
Is the new fleet colonel defying the Hunters Association by prohibiting hunters from investigating? Would you say tensions are rising?
Ooh.
Deal with those reporters.
Oh, yikes.
Understood.
Okay.
The entire garden has been blown to bits. Hey, rookie, go investigate.
Oh, yes, Captain, it's me. What am... The fleet uniform doesn't quite fit me. I subtly roll up my sleeves and push aside the rubble as I make my way into the garden. I'm in a fleet uniform. I'm pretending. Okay. Wow. The energy trail I can resonate with is faint, but it's similar to the one belonging to an ether core. The source must be over here.
It's gonna rain tomorrow evening, and all traces will be washed away. Make sure to be done.
Dang, we gotta move quick. The garden is in ruins. I bend down to dodge the fleet's soldiers and crime investigators wearing white gloves on the other side of the hedge. Gotta be stealthy. It's right behind these bushes. The burnt vines twist through the vegetation. The silent oppression swallows even the faintest of sounds. Part the vines. Behind the layer of leaves and petals, it's as if a small hand darts among the tangled branches. I quickly reach out, but my fingers touch another scorched wall. That brief, vaguely familiar energy fluctuation ripples through the air before vanishing. I knew it. Is she sensing like the spatium that they just talked about? Okay, status denied. Hunter Association Skyhaven branch. A metaflux explosion occurred at Villa Area, Cascade District, Skyhaven. 2 young siblings were home. One was injured and hospitalized, while the other is missing. The parents are unreachable.
The dispatch request for the explosion incident has already been denied. And I know the details of this case are almost identical to what happened to you.
Leaning against the control desk, Jenna slides a holographic screen in front of my eyes.
But rushing to Skyhaven at this critical juncture isn't a wise decision.
Ooh.
If I suggest
Maybe for
that
you.
don't get involved for now, would you consider it?
Yeah, right. Probably not. She's gonna run straight into whatever is going on, straight into conflict. I'm sorry, Captain. Seeing the glaring denied on the screen, I try to calm myself. But even if it's unrelated to that incident, it might involve the ether core. There's no reason for the association to object.
It's not them who are interfering.
Oh.
It's the Far Space Fleet's doing.
The Far Space Fleet?
Skyhaven is a floating artificial island that consumes a large amount of energy. The fleet controls its power supply, which grants them a substantial amount of authority.
Interesting.
Their new colonel, who's still in the deep space tunnel, is concerned about the confidential information related to the fleet, and so he prevents hunters from investigating.
Understood. I won't go as a hunter. I'll also avoid any conflict involving the fleet. The new colonel, huh? Okay. I see where this is going. Seeing my unwavering determination, Jenna shows a rare instant of exasperation. She sighs.
In other words, you'll encounter more than just wanderers should you choose to enter Skyhaven. If you're sure about this, then I can approve your request for a long vacation.
Smart. Okay. So that would immediately, keep me maybe out of trouble with work, or at least keep them out of trouble if I go on a long vacation. Yeah, we should probably do that. Thank you, Captain. The day I arrived in Skyhaven coincided with the new fleet cadets reporting for duty. They formed a neat line along the transfer platform. While hidden in the shadows and thinking about how to blend in, I received unexpected help from a recruit who decided to desert. Oh! In exchange for my silence, I took her place and successfully moved in the temporary living quarters for new cadets. Haha! Okay. We're so smart. We're just so smart. When tasks were assigned, I relied on these cadets' burning ambition for flight duties, so that I was left with the unwanted ground support role. And it happened. As a result, I was brought to the explosion site in the Cascade District. Okay, so that interaction with Jenna was like a memory. Okay. I never imagined I'd find myself in Skyhaven for a reason like this. I found his necklace? Caleb. A cold metal chain touches my neck. It's the necklace I once gave to Caleb. I miss you.
Find anything,
my.
rookie?
With a stern expression, the captain walks over. I come to my senses and shake my head. Captain, I haven't seen anything suspicious.
Keep your eyes peeled and give it another once-over. If you miss anything, it won't be just you facing the consequences when the Colonel's starship returns.
Oh. Yes, Captain. I don't know what's with this new colonel. Since he's butting heads with the association, it's probably better to avoid him. I definitely sensed an ether core earlier. If they blocked off the area because of it, I need to move fast. I have a question, Captain. I have a question, Captain. I missed it. Usually explosions like these involve casualties or people who are severely injured. How can there be individuals who have gone missing? How did the fleet confirm this? I also heard we weren't sent here to test for traces of...
Don't poke your nose in places where it doesn't belong. Mind your own business.
Yeah, right. We won't be doing that. No, thank you. As expected, everyone in the fleet is keeping quiet about the circumstances surrounding the explosion.
Captain, a suspect just appeared. He showed
What?
up in HQ.
What does that mean?
What did you just say?
The Colonel's starship will be on the HQ's runway in 10 minutes. Command issued an emergency order.
Oh my.
We need to head back and deal with the intruder before the Colonel returns.
Oh, they're already here. If things get too chaotic, I might be able to use it to my advantage. Am I the intruder? I think it's me, guys. Oopsie.
Colonel, everything is ready. We'll be landing in Skyhaven without a problem.
Do we have any leads yet on the traitor who almost sank us in deep space 3 days ago?
Oh.
I'm afraid not. Maybe our navigation was off. It could have also been unexpected turbulence.
Look at his eyes.
This trip was a test for the new fleet colonel. The old guard are looking forward to me not coming back.
Oh no. What?
Unfortunately for them, I already danced with death once.
Oh.
I won't die again. It doesn't matter if you succeed or fail. You've chosen treason, so the consequences are still the same.
Oh gosh, what's he? Oh, he's gonna kill this man. Ah!
You don't need to return to Skyhaven.
Oh no. Stop it right now. Oh my goodness. That's our introduction to Caleb? Holy shit, he is. He's something, huh? Oh my. Okay, that was quite the start. Oh god, what are we getting ourselves into? Yikes. The way he wiped that, he looks so handsome though. Oh gosh, he's clearly he's like a little dark, isn't he? He's a little scary. The fleet's command center is located in the highest guard station in Skyhaven. The island itself is surrounded by bright sunlight and cold air. A tall, thin man stands at the edge of the runway, his right hand raised high like a tree touching the sky. It trembles in the wind. The sniper had already taken position before we arrived. They're waiting for Caleb? The suspect is clutching a detonator in his right hand, so they haven't taken the shot. Oh, this is the intruder. The sniper is... Okay, I got it now. I got it. So the sniper is waiting for the guy with the detonator. Okay. Captain, he's wearing a fleet uniform. Is he one of us?
Storing weapons in his private arsenal and placing explosives in residential areas. Those are voiced to provoke outsiders so they'll be dissatisfied with the fleet and the new colonel.
Is this the person that caused the explosion that killed our grandma? Oh my gosh.
All units, the chance to prove yourselves is here. Pull yourself together, maggots!
I wonder who this suspect really is, and if he holds important info about this mysterious group.
They made me. The fleet forced me.
The fleet made him? How?
Look at the poor bastard. Driven mad by spending too much time in the deep space tunnel. Block all entrances and exits. Make sure no one sets foot on the runway.
Following the captain's orders, the entire runway is quickly surrounded in an impenetrable net. Suddenly, a loud buzzing fills the air. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, I was gonna say it's his ship. Oh my god, he looks so badass. Look at him. God, he looks so good. Hello. Hello, handsome. Oh my god, you guys, he looks so good. But he's scary. He is scary, I will say that. But it was kind of hot, but he was scary. Under the spectacle of lights, the new fleet colonel, who's been widely discussed, steps out of the sleek black starship. And can we just talk a second? How old is Caleb? He's like 26, 27, somewhere around there. Like, the man had to be working hard to get colonel. Can we just say that? Like, he's very young. He put in some work, obviously. Let's see. In an orderly fashion, he approaches the man at the edge of the runway. His words are muffled by the wind.
Joseph, you were chosen to be the pilot of a year-long deep space tunnel observation mission. Your outstanding performance 3 years ago was proof of your capabilities.
Oh my. His voice sounds familiar. The crowd blocks my view, and I can only catch a glimpse of the figure through the gaps. His silver armband reflects a dazzling light.
You would have enjoyed the privileges befitting a skilled officer after your return. But 2 months ago, your wife and child died in the fleet's brig.
Oh, how?
Believing you revealed the fleet's secrets during your mission, you put your family under house arrest. They had died as a result.
He put his family under... Okay, so I was gonna say, did, like, the fleet kill his family? So he killed his family? Why did they die?
You're the person behind the Cascade District's explosion, yes?
Yeah.
And you were trying to make a statement to the fleet by attacking its members.
You know why?
What's up with his voice? Joseph sounds as if his vocal cords have been torn. His voice unpleasant to the ear. Oh my goodness.
And yet the information I collected tells a different story. After your mission ended 2 years ago, you were suffering from the effects of long-term exposure to cosmic radiation. Your memories were severely affected.
Oh gosh.
Hence, you received a prescription for the psychotropic drug Cybazin at the medical center. But you went ahead and increased the dosage on your own.
Well, guess he shouldn't have done... Oh my, well, that was dumb.
You probably weren't aware that a Cybazin addiction can lead to cognitive dissonance and confusion. That's why, after your overdose, you accidentally killed your wife and child.
That is awful. Oh my goodness. This is so dark. I was not expecting this.
When you recovered, you created a lie to escape from the pain of what you've done.
He speaks calmly and then everything becomes quiet.
No, that's not possible. You made me do it. You planted a mind control device in me. It's that chip.
What? Is that part of like his madness? Joseph's hoarse voice is interrupted. Reality instantly distorts behind him as a black hole appears, its edges blurred.
Enough. You don't need to defend yourself anymore.
As soon as the Colonel finishes speaking, the man and the detonator are consumed by the black hole in the blink of an eye. Caleb's using his evolve. Oh my goodness. It quickly closes and the sky appears clear once more. But now the edge of the runway is empty.
Lock down the command center. We still have an unidentified traitor with us.
Oh no. The order is cold and everyone snaps out of their daze. My palms start to sweat and my heart races. There's only one thought in my mind. I need to make a move. Whoever he's talking about, once they start digging, my cover's blown for sure. I need to make a move now. Since no one's paying attention, I quietly turn around, but before I can move, I feel as though 1,000 grams have been dropped onto my shoulders. Now it's using it on me? I can't move. This evolve is... Oh. Caleb, please. I'm really just going out to buy some snacks. I'll be fine. This is a memory. It's Grant's house, right?
And did you forget how you came back home injured? That was when you went out to buy snacks too. You should stay here.
It's also the gravity of all? The sound of footsteps stops behind me. A long shadow is cast.
Don't move.
The moment the voice speaks, my blood freezes. It's not because I'm scared. I've heard this voice before. I know this voice.
Colonel, I'll immediately start an investigation into her identity.
No need.
He knows!
I'll do it myself.
My mind goes blank. It's as if the noise around me has been filtered out. He knows it's us! Caleb. Oh, this is so good! What happens next? Oh no. I'm forced to sit in a chair used for questioning. Restraints emerge from it to secure my hands and feet. Oh, I'm great. That doesn't sound good. This is the interrogation room on the fleet starship.
The Colonel will question you himself. Good luck.
Oh no. Okay, well that's good though, because he knows me, right? After the door closes, a harsh incandescent light shines down from above. And another light behind the one-way glass window opposite of me turns on. I can only see a blurry figure.
I'll start asking the questions. Please cooperate.
Oh wow. Okay. Does he not recognize me? The icy air in the interrogation room gnaws at my chest. I take a deep breath and try to calm down. Colonel, I'm a small fish. Why are you personally interrogating me?
You deceived the entire fleet with a fake identity. Can you really be called You know what happens to people who pretend to be a fleet officer?
Oh god, now we're gonna be accused of stolen valor. Great! Despite figuring out who I am, you didn't attack me. Instead, you brought me to an interrogation room. Either I committed a more serious mistake than pretending to be an officer, or I have a secret that piques your interest. Ah! Is he coming out? The light behind the glass wall flickers twice and the silhouette vanishes. He enters the room without missing a beat, his military boots touching the alloy floor.
If you understand the situation, then let's go ahead and have a nice chat.
Okay. He looks so handsome, but he's not, like...
Is it really you?
Show
she's
some
voiced.
respect to the Far Space Fleet's colonel.
Oh, I'm so glad.
That means he's definitely part of that group. How can a stranger look so similar to Caleb? I can't believe it.
Sir, have we met before? You seem familiar.
You're wrong.
Goosebumps. I have goosebumps.
But you look exactly like someone I know.
Watch your mouth.
Oh my.
There's more than one pair of eyes observing you in this room.
The camera.
Okay.
If he really is Caleb, could there be a secret behind all this?
So he's playing it up for the camera, like he's not really talking to us this way. Because I was like, yikes, watch my mouth. Okay, we're getting a little sassy, getting a little spicy in here. Okay, so he's doing it for the camera, right? He has to be.
All right.
Smart move. Good. Let's get started then.
What is this?
An interrogation, of course, and a thorough inspection.
That's...
And a
Once we're
thorough
done here, I'll return.
inspection. Oh god. Oh, the
It belongs to
necklace.
someone from my childhood. He died in an explosion, like the one in the Cascade District. I miss him.
Oh, so that was a completely different explosion. I see.
Sir, can you tell me something? If that person hadn't died, would he support me even now?
He looks so handsome.
In the Far Space Fleet, there are only soldiers and officers.
That's not an answer.
Then, what about you? Will you support me?
Do what you're told and don't cause any trouble. You won't get hurt then.
Oh my gosh. What is that?
What's this?
Is he putting a
It's a
collar on
mood
me?
tracker. The cameras in this room will scan your iris and facial movements before sending the data straight through a terminal.
Oh no.
That, along with the monitor's information, will be analyzed to gauge your emotional stability. In other words, there's a catch. You can't lie, no matter what.
Oh, this is bad. This is so bad.
It's necessary. Be obedient and it'll be over before you know it.
Be obedient. Okay. Sure, I guess. Oh no, what is happening?
Did you pretend to be an officer just so you could investigate the Ether Core? Be honest.
What? He knows about the Ether Core? But...
I don't know.
I told you before, you're not allowed to lie.
I didn't.
What is that thing he has in his
Recently,
hand?
there was a large energy explosion in the N109 zone, related to an Ether Core. At that time, you disappeared without a trace and didn't check in with any organization, but you weren't punished upon your return.
Oh my goodness.
Our intel suggests you were in the N109 zone.
I don't understand.
Allow me to remind you that we are in Skyhaven. We're above the clouds, and even the World Evol government has to abide by the fleet. Your
Wow.
survival here, and your chance of being able to leave this place alive, depend on your honesty and willingness to follow
What is he
my
doing with
orders.
that? Yeah. Ah! Look at how I just paused. Look at that for 1 second. I didn't even mean to because I was going to say something, but like, can we just enjoy this image for a second? Oh my goodness. This is a lot more serious than I was expecting. It's a lot darker than I was expecting. He has such a really he's so serious. He's just like hard. Like, oh God, you guys know what I mean. Not like that, but like, it's just a different, I didn't expect this kind of personality. He has a lot of power then if the government of this world has to even answer to the Far Space Fleet and he's a colonel there. But like, we can just look at this image for just a second, right? Like, woo! that's something. That's an image. That's an image. Oh my gosh, where is this going?
I will ask again. Did you come to Skyhaven for the Ether Core?
He looks so good. Also, I thought his eyes were brown, but they're definitely like a purple there. I don't know why I thought his eyes were brown. Have they always been this color? Oh, he looks so handsome. I think I need a screenshot. Okay. Okay, let's keep going.
Is you really Caleb?
Answer me.
It's a good.
Remember,
That's a great
the
question.
camera is watching. You must tell the truth.
The camera. He's reminding me that there's surveillance, so I can't say anything.
I'm telling the truth. I'm not related to anything involving an ether core.
This is your last chance.
I don't know anything.
Oh, okay, so. Okay. Oh my gosh, now his eyes are more pink. Is that something to do?
You.
What does that have to do? Like, they were super purple.
Surprised? Sure, it's been a while, but you already forgot about me?
No!
It's you, right? Caleb.
Is there another me in the world?
He just turned it off that fast?
Did I scare you?
Yeah! I think so. I think a little bit. He just like snapped into a different person completely. That is it's a little scary. I mean, oh Lord. Oh
It
my.
is you.
Oh, they're hugging.
Caleb. I must be dreaming.
Stop. Oh.
It's me. It's okay. I'm back.
Oh. Okay, that's really scary. I mean, how do we feel about him being able to like turn that off and turn that on? I mean, that was a really like aggressive personality switch there. Oh no, what are we getting into?
Don't be afraid. It's all
It's
right.
another memory.
From now on, we'll be living together.
Does this mean we'll never be alone again?
Yes. Starting today, I'll be your grandma.
This is when they're adopted? Or he's adopted? Grandma, we're both adopted. Oh my goodness. In the empty void, I see everything is like a painting's white background that is seconds away from being drowned in a sea of color. There's one exception, the figure standing before me who's strikingly clear. Who are you again?
It's okay if you've forgotten. I'll remind you.
Stop! He holds my hand. With a radiant smile, his eyes gleam like sunlight.
I'm Caleb. I'll always be by your side.
Oh gosh, where are we? My mind returns to the present. All I can see is a grayish white glow with a metallic chill. Caleb sits opposite me. He reaches for the first aid kit as he holds my wrist, which has marks from the restraints earlier. He looks so handsome!
Most of the fleet's meds work immediately. It might sting. You need to tough it out.
Oh, I thought he was gonna be like super gentle. I guess not. You need to tough it out. His tender care is completely different from the cold, intimidating facade he wore in the interrogation room. Right, yeah, intimidating. That's the kind of word I was looking for. I was like aggressive, like hard, like, yeah, intimidating. But at least he's tender with us. That means something. Are there no cameras in here? So he can't be watched?
What's up?
I need to be sure that it's really you.
You still can't believe I'm back?
He gently holds my hand.
Do I need to do a formal introduction?
I mean, maybe. He meets my gaze and his voice softens as mirth appears in his eyes.
I'm Caleb. I'll always be by your side.
Stop! Those familiar words and kind voice are truly unique. Oh, this is precious. I exhale, my racing heart finally calming down. You were scary in that interrogation room, but now... I shake my bandaged wrist and then slam my hand down on the bed next to Caleb. When he's about to get up, I get in his way again. It's my turn to interrogate you. Why didn't you contact me and How's Grandma? What? Oh my gosh, I want to ask all of these. Oh no, okay. What would she say first? I guess what happened after the Oh my gosh. Maybe, why didn't you contact me? Yeah, no, I think she'd say, why didn't you contact me? You survived. Why didn't you contact me? And you're a colonel now?
Well...
He turns to look out the window. The night sky resembles a dark, flowing river.
If I didn't join the fleet, I would have been abandoned.
Abandoned? What does that mean?
That's just how things work, Pipsqueak.
Oh no! Not that! I don't know how I feel about this. Pipsqueak, I don't know. Maybe it'll grow on me. I like Kitten. I like Cutie. Pipsqueak. Oh, okay.
So, I couldn't contact you. I can't bear to imagine you being put through that pain again.
Well, I guess I'm experiencing it now, though, so... Caleb isn't exactly interested in explaining, so I don't press him. What matters is that he's alive. Oh, I get to ask all of these. Oh, perfect. What happened after the explosion? The Police and Hunters Association had said...
I don't really remember. It was like a dream, to be honest. When I woke up, I assumed it was connected to the ether core.
So you already knew it?
I just knew. That's all.
How's Grandma? I think that maybe she made it out with him. Is that what I think? How's Grandma? If you're here, she must be okay too. Oh.
I'm sorry. I couldn't protect both of you.
No, that is not what he's saying. He could only choose one of us to protect. Please tell me that is not where this is going. Is this where this is going? If that's right, that is devastating. As Caleb gazes... Oh, no. As Caleb's gaze loses some of its light, the faint hope in my heart breaks.
All right, let's move on.
I'm so
sad. You might start crying again if we don't.
Yeah, for sure. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? This is awful.
We finally reunited. If Gran knew, she'd want you to cheer up.
Oh, that's so sad. Caleb closes the first aid kit and stands up. He returns it to the cupboard.
After all that interrogating, shouldn't we relax? You've been running around all day and must be exhausted. Let's get something to eat.
Oh, that sounds fun. What's on the... Ew, what are we gonna eat? Is it like MREs or
Colonel,
nastiness?
The captain of the 3rd Squadron would like to speak with you. He suggested solitary confinement for the traitor you captured.
Me? I don't know. No, that doesn't sound fun. I don't think so. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that, right?
Come back to me when the bobble around his neck grows up.
Oh, thank God. Thank God it's not me. Caleb, you're being really strict.
Strict? Me?
I mean, am I talking to anyone else? But he looked really good doing that. He looks so handsome in this outfit. His armband shines, maintaining his stern expression. Caleb returns to my side.
I haven't even disciplined you. And your cover's so good that you're living in the officer barracks?
What? What do you mean discipline me? What are we getting at here? Like, what are we talking about? What are we doing? What are we doing, Caleb? I haven't even disciplined you. Okay. Okay. He helps me off the bed. Cradling my injured wrist, he inspects my body from shoulders down to my waist.
Pack up your stuff. You can stay at my place, you know. I don't live at HQ, so you'll have more freedom to move around.
Oh, that's... Yes! But I'm still a flater. I'm still a traitor to the fleet. It might be weird if I'm suddenly accompanying a colonel everywhere. He lowers my wrist and taps on the other one. Understanding his intentions, I turn around to let him check my back. It'd draw even more attention. Some people might even question your authority.
Hold on. Are you being considerate on behalf of your fellow fleet mates? Or do you actually want me to prove your guilt so you'll be locked up?
Locked up where? Like in your house? Once the inspection is done, Caleb moves over to face me.
Don't worry. If anyone dares to question your identity, tell them you're my new adjutant.
Okay. So, you wanted me to use your influence anyway?
It's an order.
He chuckles. Taking off his hat, he places it on my head!
The Colonel's whereabouts are classified. The same goes for the people around him.
Oh, okay.
If rumors could threaten me, I wouldn't be wearing this armband.
Oh! Caleb's personal aircraft carries us away from Skyhaven's main island, and we go to the surrounding guard stations. Golden sunlight traces a crystalline lines across the viewport. In the cramped cockpit built for two, I tell him everything that happened when we were separated for several months. The researchers being killed one after another, the documents Grandma left behind, and the ether core within me. Since Operation Ether Ordeal and the Spatium Core are confidential, I admit the details related to the Association's investigation. Oh, if he finds out, he's not gonna like that, is he? Oh no! Caleb, the one pulling the strings is Ever. Behind his goggles, Caleb's gaze is unreadable. He grips a control stick and expertly guides the plane through the clouds. I understand. Let me deal with it for now. Oh. 10 minutes later, the scenery projected from the Starship's camera shifts to a floating, fragmented island. Tell me he doesn't have like a whole island to himself, right? No, Skyhaven. This is the island. The starship slowly descends and passes through an invisible barrier surrounding the landmass. In front of us is a spacecraft-shaped building.
Here we are.
What? It's nice. The white glow from the entrance's lamp disperses the darkness. The entire room is flooded with light. I hang my bag in the closet by the entrance before running my hand along the cabinet. Look at all this dust. Caleb, you didn't invite me over just so I could clean your house, right?
This place is usually empty, and I rarely stay here. Of course, it's not exactly pretty.
Where do you stay? Where are you staying? I'd love to know.
Move.
Yikes. Holding a few jackets he took from my luggage, he lightly nudges my foot.
Only the toiletries are left. Go ahead and sort out your stuff.
Oh, he looks so handsome.
Oh, actually, hold on a sec.
Okay. After tossing my jacket aside, he takes my finger and presses it into the door's lock.
How long are you staying in Skyhaven? If you're not in a rush, why not extend your leave for a few more weeks?
Could I? Hunters don't get summer or winter vacations. Captain Jenna let me take some time off, but it's not because I don't have anything better to do.
I almost forgot. You already graduated from Hunter School.
New fingerprint entry completed.
Oh.
Pick a bedroom you like.
How many bedrooms does he have? Oh, there we go. How many does this place have if you're asking me to pick one? I don't even get to stay in his room? Lame. I follow Caleb into the living room. The house is spacious, nearly empty in fact. The decor is simple, it consists of muted colors. It's devoid of life. Oh. Caleb, are you planning to live in Skyhaven?
Why do you ask?
Doesn't this mean we'll be separated again?
You don't want that to happen, right?
Right. I'll be busy since I'm a hunter. I'm just giving you a heads up in case you'll miss me. Stop! After navigating through several doorways, I stumble upon a bedroom with comfortable lighting. I stop before it.
Yeah. Without our wanderer-chasing hunter, we'd all be doomed.
Caleb leans against the doorway and looks inside.
You like this room?
It seems cozy.
Okay then.
His lips curl into that familiar teasing smile as he heads toward the kitchen. Is he gonna cook for me?
Think about what you want to eat for dinner.
Yes!
And your personal chef will make
Oh,
it.
I love that. Really? I catch up to Caleb and jump. I wrap my arms around his neck. Make all your specialties. Braised pork, sweet and sour fish, pork chops.
Do you actually want to eat all that, or are you just naming all the menu items? You have quite the appetite.
I mean, maybe I'm hungry. With my weight on him, Caleb pivots before putting me down.
You don't need to help out. Just relax in the living room. Oh yeah, just so you know, that room you claimed is mine.
Oh! So we are staying in the same room. I love it. Yes. Perfect. Perfect. After dinner, Caleb insists on clearing the table himself. He tells me to rest and he'll get my bedroom ready soon. So I'm not staying in his room. Oh, that is so lame. We should just bunk up, you know? Like, I'm really small. MC is really small, so there's probably plenty of room in there. I hesitate for a moment before deciding to ask him about the explosion incident. Just as I reach the terrace, thunder roars from outside. The sound alone makes me jump. Maybe it's because we're closer to the sky here. Seeing Caleb's busy figure, I calm down a little. Caught by his gentle gaze, the words stick in my throat. I can only say a random sentence. I want a soda. That's what we say. I want a soda. Of all the things we could have said as we were gazing at this handsome man who was instantly making us feel calm and relief. I want a soda. We gotta be better than this. We gotta do better. Oh my God. She's definitely not good at flirting with him, is she? Caleb steps aside, creating a path for me to get to the fridge. Help me open it. I want to say that. Yeah, help me open it. I hold out to him the can that I took. Caleb silently stares at me for a moment, then the metal tab is popped open.
You're putting my evol to good use like always.
We toast, our cans clinking against each other. Another roar of thunder startles me, however. I choke.
Still a scaredy cat?
Caleb can't help but chuckle. He pats my back as if recalling something. And as if recalling something, he looks out the window into the night.
I thought you weren't afraid of it anymore.
Aww. What do you mean? Caleb sets down the soda and brings up a tablet that controls many of the house's utilities. The curtains are shut, which protects the room from the storm outside.
Remember your astrophobia from when you were little? Didn't you usually hide whenever thunder rolled in?
Maybe it was because the thunder sounded too much like a wanderer's roar. I was still terrified of it months after the chrono rift. After the chrono rift catastrophe had ended.
At first, I thought you were playing hide and seek with me. But then I saw you were just frightened.
Oh. You always remember the minor details. But eventually I became immune to it.
And who should we thank for that?
I look up. With his eyebrows slightly raised, Caleb grins, and reflecting on those memories, I pretend to be clueless. We should thank my resilience.
You ungrateful pipsqueak.
Okay, that one didn't bother me as much. Caleb teases me and pinches my nose. Chuckling at my reaction, he lets go. Of course, I remember that whenever there was a storm, regardless of whether it was during the day or at night, he always stayed by my side. I didn't dare fall asleep, but Caleb always covered my ears until I dozed off. The thunderstorm trapped him, the most popular kid on the block, inside the house, and so he had to seek refuge with me in various hiding places. No one else knew it was me that was trapped home, and Caleb was the one who broke that magical cage. Caleb, why were you always the first person to find me? It didn't matter whether I hid in the closet or the attic.
We probably have a telepathic connection.
You just got lucky every time.
Yeah, and? Doesn't matter if I'm lucky or not.
Sentimentality grazes my heart's surface. My hand that's resting on the fridge subconsciously twitches. Why do I feel awkward all of a sudden? I mean, isn't telepathy usually something twins have? Ooh. Like the ones who were involved in this incident? Thinking of those two that were affected by the explosion, my voice lowers. Over the next few days, there wasn't any progress in finding Kevi, and his sister Mia is still recovering. Caleb,
You still want to investigate?
Caleb has read my mind. I hesitate for a moment before nodding. Kevi is still missing, and I need to know if Ever is related to the explosion. If Ever is involved, there's a good chance I'll get important info that's connected to the ether core. Kevi might already be marked as their target.
The fleet will handle it. And even if you doubt them, can't you trust me?
Oh. I don't know. You didn't even tell me you were alive. How am I supposed to trust you right now? I mean, we're rebuilding our relationship. Slow down.
Since you're on vacation, why not just kick back and relax in Skyhaven?
Yeah, right. Like she could ever do that. But Caleb, his sister must be worried sick about him right now. She probably wants to be with Kevi again. I'm already your adjutant. I promise not to cause any trouble. If anything bad happens, I'll take full responsibility. Ouch! Something hits my head, but it's not a light tap or a smack. Caleb has a serious expression.
What are you even saying? I always have your back. Don't even think about drawing a line in the sand.
Friend, keep your hands to
Take care of
yourself.
Do that, and you can investigate whatever you want.
I can. So now he's giving me orders? Caleb, what are you doing? So after everything draws to a close, can you come home with me?
I remember you saying you'd be fine by yourself. But it seems like you still want someone with you.
Not someone. You, obviously. I'll worry about you if we're always separated.
Is that the only reason?
He shifts his gaze down after suddenly using a softer voice. What's gonna happen? Hi! Oh! The fridge door is slightly ajar and Caleb's hands rest on it. I'm seemingly trapped in this confined space. A cool breeze brushes against my shoulders. The faint glow from the refrigerator casts shadows in the depths of his determined, steadfast gaze.
Is it just because I said I'd always be by your side?
No. But maybe, I don't know. Look how handsome he looks.
I'm just messing around. What's wrong? Cat got your tongue?
Feeling the tension dissipate, I pretend to be annoyed as I push him away and change the topic. Move! It's so cold being in front of the fridge. If I get sick, it'll be your fault. Amused, Caleb willingly backs off.
All right. I'll keep my distance. It'll be like there's an ocean between us. You stick to your side, and I'll stick to mine. Don't worry, you won't have to remind me twice.
What happens now? Caleb has returned to my side. I should be relieved, happy even, but I toss and turn in that bed that night. As I open my eyes, the bright morning light filters through the curtains. A warm glow is cast on the bedside. After staring at the dimly lit ceiling for what feels like an eternity, I wearily get up. The house is silent. It seems Caleb just left. My breakfast, still warm, is sitting on the dining table. I notice a note tucked underneath it. Your highest priority is resting and enjoying your meal. Everything else comes second. I smile as I fold the note. When I sit down, I get a voice message. Oh!
Did you eat breakfast yet? I'll be sorting some things out with the fleet. I'll pick you up later.
Yeah, okay. Oh, cancel. I finish eating my breakfast while going over last night's plan in my head. All right, it's time to visit that medical center. Okay. Willow Medical Center, Inpatient Department, 9th floor, room 903, Mia. Thanks to Caleb's support, I quickly find the place where Mia is recovering in. It's been said that Kevi and Mia are very close. She's the key to finding him.
I'm terribly sorry, Adjutant. The patient has just recovered from being in critical condition.
Oh.
Visits are prohibited unless her primary care physician authorizes it.
Okay.
This applies to fleet personnel as well.
Could I speak to the doctor then? The nurse looks me up and down. There's a hint of suspicion in her eyes.
Dr. Jones is busy with meetings with a visiting team of medical specialists. The earliest you can schedule an appointment with him is next week.
Okay, that's a long time. I understand. What are we gonna do? Mia is in a precarious situation right now, but with the hospital's strict security measures, her safety is guaranteed at least. I find myself walking to the elevator and my gaze falls on the directory sign. The administrative offices are on the 16th floor. If Dr. Jones is in a meeting, he might be on this floor. Ding, the elevator door opens. While engaged in hushed conversations, several doctors step out. I guess I can only try my luck upstairs now. Just as I'm about to enter the elevator, a familiar voice cuts through my train of thought like a blade of frost. Zayne? No! It is! What is he doing here? What? Hi! Why is he here? The figure wearing a white lab coat turns around. When our gaze meets, he adjusts his glasses. Surprise flickers in his eyes. What's gonna happen? Is this the confidential schedule you talked about 2 weeks ago? Don't worry, I'll experience memory loss once I'm back in Lincoln. I didn't know he was... Oh my gosh! At the vending machine, Zayne gets himself a latte. He gives me a bottle of pear juice. What, I don't get a latte? Why not?
If I'm not mistaken, a few days ago you said the association ordered you to take leave. However, I didn't think a medical center in Skyhaven was a vacation spot.
Does his voice sound a little different? A little bit? I don't know. Maybe it's just that I haven't heard it in a while. I think it has been a while since I've looked at some of Zayne's memory cards. I have a couple that I need to 100%, so maybe that's it. Well, he slightly tilts his head back to sip his coffee and frowns because it isn't sweet enough. Oh, he's so cute, he's so cute, he's so cute. He scans the department signs on this floor.
You don't have to explain why you're here. It's obvious.
It is, he knows. I sigh and give Zayne a rundown of the incident. I figured I could talk to Mia and see if she knows anything about Kevi.
Mia is no longer in critical condition. She should be able to receive visitors.
Okay. Do you know Mia?
Her primary care physician used to be my colleague. He mentioned her during his visit.
Okay.
Since Mia was exposed to a metaflux explosion, I checked her heart to ensure she's all right.
How is she now? He's so soft and gentle. I love him so much.
Her physical recovery is going well, but she was badly shaken by the accident. Mia still displays signs of avoiding the outside world.
That is one thing I love about Zayne, that he's just his voice is so calming. It's just so gentle. It's easy, even though it can be a little bit monotone sometimes. You're not gonna get this up and down almost with him. I love it.
But you talking to her might help ease her nerves.
If it's possible, I'd like to try. I'm so glad he's here. This is crazy though. Zayne taps a folder containing medical records, then he looks at me.
Give me a second. I'll ask.
Okay. He looks so handsome! He has the prettiest eyes.
Dr. Jones, do you have a moment?
A few minutes pass, then Zayne puts his phone away. Under my hopeful gaze, his expression softens as he nods.
Follow me. I'll check on Mia's condition first. And if she's all right, I'll ask her.
After receiving the visitation guidelines, I take a deep breath and follow him into the hospital room. In In the pristine white room, a young girl around 10 years old sits on the bed. Her face is covered in bandages. Oh no.
Mia, the nurse said you drank some milk today. That's good.
He's so gentle. Mia turns her head without responding. With a blank stare, she looks out the window. Zayne crouches down by the bed. He gently touches Mia's elbow.
Since you listened to the doctor and the nurse, it doesn't hurt as much now?
The little girl slowly blinks, silently acknowledging Zayne's words.
While waiting for the pain to go away, do you want a reward?
Oh, this is precious. Have we seen Zayne like this before with like a patient like this, like a younger patient like this? Oh, this is so precious.
I wanna go home.
Oh, baby girl. Her soft voice, tinged with sorrow, resounds in the quiet ward. My heart feels a faint pang as if that voice reached out to me, urging me to move closer. However, I hesitate, unsure how to start a conversation. Seeing that Mia has not noticed me, Zayne speaks in an even gentler tone, which radiates reassurance.
She's my friend. A skilled hunter who saved many children like you.
Stop! Oh my gosh! How can the MC not want to just like settle down with this man and just... Oh, he is such husband material. You guys, this is so, so cute. I love this so much.
Huh?
It's unclear which of Zayne's words affect her, but she slightly stirs. Hello, Mia. Zayne calmly observes, stepping back only when he sees Mia doesn't flinch at my approach. Do you want to talk? Mia hesitates and nods. Relieved, Zayne and I exchange looks. Zayne leaves the room. On his way out, he taps my hand, silently telling me not to stay for too long. Taking a seat beside the bed, I tenderly hold her hand. Mia, what you went through, I also experienced that. You must be really upset. Her small hand slightly twitches in response to my words. Do you miss your brother, Mia? Her empty eyes flicker with emotion. She's about to cry.
Is he dead?
Her eyes are filled to the brim with tears. Oh, this is devastating. Don't worry, he's probably just hiding.
But I always find him. I can't this time.
Your brother wouldn't just leave you. He probably got into a bit of trouble. Can you tell me what you saw before the explosion happened? I might be able to help. She stares at me, and just as she's about to speak, a knock interrupts us. Ooh, who is it? A person wearing glasses and dark-colored uniform enters. He has the Far Space Fleet's insignia on his armband.
It seems the Colonel forgot to inform us. What brings you here, Adjutant?
His scrutinizing gaze washes over me, and I look away. It seems today won't go according to plan. The Colonel has his reasons. Just do your job. I'll stop by next time to avoid any trouble. As I'm about to leave, Mia suddenly calls out to me.
Miss?
She retrieves a burnt dog plushie from behind her pillow. She sounds nervous when she speaks. Oh, this is breaking my heart for her.
Thank you for visiting me. Can I give you Lucia as a present?
Lucia, is this dog plushie? Take it. Sure. Oh my goodness, that was so sad. Where is her brother? Cool mist rises slowly from the lawn, leaving only a shadowy outline of the hospital wing's streamlined white architecture. I squeeze the dog plushie named Lucia. I'm genuinely puzzled about what Mia's intent is. Is this just a gift? Is there something in the dog, I wonder? Maybe?
Have you made any progress?
Oh, hi! Oh, I love hearing that voice. Hi! Zayne sits down next to me. He gives me a cup that's filled with a drink. I don't know what it is, though. Is this milk tea, a health drink, or a fruit slushie?
Warm water.
Oh. He calmly looks over before lowering his head. Then he gently squeezes the dog's plushie's cheek. as usual, he delivers his dry humor with a straight face.
Furrowed brows, pursed lips, and a scrunched up face. All symptoms of severe dehydration.
He looks so handsome. There's no way my face is. I quickly relax my expression, but my brows furrow upon seeing Lucia.
Mia clung to this plushie from the site of the explosion at the medical center. Now it's with you. What did she say?
I said I'd help her find her brother.
Kevi?
Oh, Kevi. Oops, I've been saying it wrong. Zayne pauses, his thoughts drifting for a moment before he shifts slightly. His tone becomes more solemn.
Something or someone must be behind his disappearance. However, by getting involved, you'll have to confront people who are also searching for him.
Yeah, I know. While the forest-based fleet dealt with the culprit behind the explosion, the whole thing feels too similar to what happened to me. I'm not sure, but Ever must be involved somehow. Kevi must have something they're after, or there's a secret they're desperate to keep hidden.
The closer you are to the truth, the closer you are to danger. If you truly thought this through...
Probably not. I'm gonna guess no. We're gonna go with no. Like Zayne, if you know the MC at all, it's a no. Once they make their move, there will be a second time, and then a third. I can't just stand there and watch the same tragedy repeat itself with these two.
Aside from Ever, there's another curious matter.
Oh, what's that?
I studied in Skyhaven and worked at Willow Medical Center for a while. As a result, I'm familiar with the general atmosphere of this place.
Okay, what does that mean?
But I've noticed how different it is from what I remember.
Why? What are you trying to say? Exactly. What is he trying to say? Spit it out.
The fleet. Back then, the fleet wielded a considerable amount of influence beneath a modest facade. They spent most of their time carrying out exploration missions in the deep space tunnel.
Okay.
A majority of the people who worked here for 7 to 8 years had never seen what their vessels looked like.
Oh.
This sort of large-scale operation where their forces have been deployed on the ground is unprecedented.
Why? Huh, if there's another reason. I want to click this. Even if there's another reason behind the fleet's large-scale operation, with so little information available to me, it's hard to determine their role in this incident. I'll keep a close eye on the situation, but for now, I need to find Kevi as soon as possible. He's been missing for a while now and could be in danger. Zayne nods and looks up at the dark clouds in the sky.
Did you find any leads?
I must have searched through every nook and cranny of the explosion site in the surrounding area. Oops, I missed something. It's been a week since the explosion. The fleet must have searched. Okay. If they can't find him, Kevi must have either been taken away by someone or hiding in an even more secluded place. While the latter seems unlikely, I look at Lucia's big wide eyes. Did Mia give me a clue?
Let me take a look.
I give Lucia to Zayne. He scrutinizes it for a moment before tugging its charred tail. There's a burst of static before a voice crackles from the plushie.
Why are you hiding? I'm done playing.
Mia, you're so silly. I'm in our secret base.
So maybe go find the secret base.
But we said not to hide in the secret base. You're cheating.
She did give me a clue. Noticing my surprised gaze, Zayne places Lucia back onto my lap and strokes its head.
I've seen similar toys with sick children.
I knew it was a smart move to turn to a doctor. I carefully pull Lucia's tail and listen to the conversation again. Then I realized something. Maybe Kevi hasn't been taken away. He might be hiding. Is this secret base his hiding place? I turn back to look at Zayne and speak.
Don't. I'm tired of hearing that.
Why? I'll buy you dessert. Oh, yes! I'll buy you dessert. Yes. Let's have it together. Can we eat together? I know I'm busy, but When we're back in Lincoln, I'll buy you the latest item on Maltosio's dessert menu. Maltosio's? Dessert menu. I suddenly recall how Zayne had taken several consecutive days off after returning from Chancia. It's something he rarely does. You've already used up some of your vacation time. Will you be busy later? I can get the dessert to go and give it to you at the hospital instead?
This is the first time I've heard of someone inviting another out for dinner by using a complaint.
I'm afraid I'll bother you when you're busy. Zayne slowly leans back, studies me for a moment, and then reaches for the cup of warm water. His expression remains indiscernible.
I suppose what you need isn't water. It's something that's more than lukewarm.
What does that mean? What do you mean? Noticing my confusion, Zayne slightly tilts his head and responds with a smile that carries amusement and resignation.
We both have to deal with challenges, one after another.
Yeah.
If we want to see each other, then there will be moments like this where we can sit together.
Oh,
no matter how
he's
hectic
so
things get.
Cute! He's so cute! He lifts Lucia's head and the plushie stares at me with its dewy black eyes.
Once you help Mia, take some time to think about what you'd
Stop!
like to eat with me.
Oh, I love it. Oh, that man. The man that you are, Zayne. Oh, we're back at the explosion site. Following the explosion, the Far Space Fleet has wonders... Wait, what did that say? Following the explosion, the Far Space Fleet uses wanderers as their reason for sealing off the area and evacuating all residents within a 2-kilometer radius. Okay. Maybe the week-long search has led them to believe Kevi is no longer in this neighborhood. No fleet soldiers are stationed here tonight. Oh my. The charred ground reveals several sets of footprints, all disorderly. Many have passed through this place. Kevi. As I enter a backyard, I see a scorched swing and a slide that's been reduced to a metal frame. I pause before carefully tugging Lucia's tail. If Kevi is still around, he might hear this. After a few minutes, I notice a faint sobbing. Suddenly, a familiar energy fluctuation ripples through the air. Behind the shrubs, a tear in reality around a half a meter wide materializes. Caleb? Oh my gosh, it's Kevi! A timid little boy emerges. He's hesitating. Realizing I'm not his sister, he tries to run away, but I quickly call out to him. Wait, Mia sent me. The boy freezes. He turns around, but his head is still lowered. He's unwilling to meet my gaze.
You shouldn't come any closer. Don't look at my face.
What happened to his face? Oh no!
Have I become a monster?
Wait, no. What? Granulated crystals seem to be growing around his eye sockets, almost engulfing his whole face. Oh my god, we went from the most gentle, sweetest scene with Zayne to... We are back to the dark, very scary story. Oh no. Traumatic. Oh my goodness. A few months ago, I saw this sort of phenomenon in the N109 zone with those monsters and in Chancia City. Maintaining my composure, I touched the crystals on his face. A sharp pain shoots through my palm, but the growth stops. Just as I thought. I've seen this before. You're not a monster. You're just ill and need to be treated as soon as possible. She's recovering in the medical center, and after the surgery was over, there haven't been any problems. I take Kevi's hand and wipe away his tears. Right now, she's worried about you. Kevi, can you tell me what happened on the day of the explosion? How did you manage to stay hidden? The secret base you have with Mia? Comforted by my words, he stops sobbing. Slowly, he withdraws his hand and reveals something to me. Oh my goodness, what is this? In the center of his palm is a tiny crystal fragment. This is... Ooh. A familiar energy reverberates in my heart and I slowly exhale. An ether core? It's the last spatium core fragment we've been looking for.
When the explosion happened, Mia and I were playing hide and seek.
Okay.
I was in our secret base while she was outside. She couldn't find me.
So it was cheating. You weren't supposed to go in the secret base, but it's good he did. Well, I don't know if it's good he did. Did it protect him? Or did it cause that?
I was hiding for a couple of minutes. Then I heard a loud bang and blacked out.
My phone rang and it scared me. I got a little jump scare.
I was protected by this thing that Mom and Dad left.
That? Kevi looks down at his palm. The protocore fragment emits a gentle, soft glow. Your parents left this?
Yeah. They also said I need to take care of Mia.
What?
And that I shouldn't be found and use this to hide whenever I'm in danger.
So this fragment can create a space, this secret base you and Mia talked about? Lowering his head, he nods.
After the explosion, I slept for a long time. And when I woke up, I wanted to find Mia, but there were people outside looking for me.
Oh my goodness. Who were they?
I don't know, but they were dressed like Mom and Dad.
Is his mom and dad in the fleet?
Mom and Dad said that when they're not around, I shouldn't trust those people or go with them. I can't trust anyone.
Oh my. This must mean Kevi's parents knew there were people in the fleet who wanted to harm them. I bet other groups are also involved. At this point, letting the fleet find Kevi might not be for the best. Exactly. I touch the black crystals on Kevi's face. He slightly flinches from the pain. But even if we only consider his health, Kevi can't stay here anymore. Maybe having him leave Skyhaven temporarily is the only way to ensure his safety now. Can we take him to Zayne? Can Zayne maybe help? In that case, the Hunters Association, which has been kept out of these events since the beginning, will be a reliable safe haven. I know you're in danger and that you really want to see Mia now. But you need to keep this fragment safe and hold on for one more day. I'll make the necessary arrangements and return to you as soon as I can. Kevi is quiet for a moment. Then he pats Lucia's head and nods.
Can you tell Mia something for me? I'm okay. Tell her not to worry.
Oh my goodness. These poor little kids. What are we gonna do? Where are we now? After leaving the area that's under lockdown, I call Zayne. Perfect, good. Zayne.
Don't rush. Speak slowly.
See?
Did you find Kevi?
So gentle, so calming. He's that kind of like when you just feel and you're just like, that's how Zayne feels. Like you're just like, okay. When his voice comes through the phone, it's almost as if a warm hand is soothing my troubled mind. Yes, he has a spatium core fragment. He's been using its power to hide himself. He's also infected with something that involves those black crystals, but his condition seems slightly better than what we saw in the patient at the Chancia Hospital. In Chancia Hospital, Zayne and I arrived at our preliminary conclusion. The ether core's power doesn't cause transformations like this. Someone is responsible for creating this crystal-related disease. And assuming that's the case, they're deliberately turning people into monsters. After I reveal this conclusion, we never really discussed before, the other line of the After I reveal this conclusion we never really discussed before, the other end of the line is silent for a few minutes.
A few years ago, I witnessed something similar. That person was my friend.
Oh no. Recalling my conversation with Zayne in the Arctic, a guess forms in my mind. Was it the one who died in Mount Eternal? It couldn't be because...
Yes. After that incident, we learned that under extremely special circumstances, when Wanderers strike, their attacks cause energy crystals to grow in the afflicted area. They corrode the human body and grow a sort of shell over it. Once that happens, the victims can lose their sanity within seconds and uncontrollably lash out at anyone around them.
Oh no. Some of the vague relationships between a few things become clearer. Zayne's secret research, the small animals at Dr. Noah's home. Your research with Dr. Noah in the Arctic involves this, right?
It does. Based on your description, Kevi's transformation hasn't truly started. But it's hard to say if we should delay our attempts to treat it.
That sounds bad. We shouldn't. I have a feeling that if he stays in Skyhaven, something unpredictable and grave will happen.
I'll find a way to transfer him to Oxo Hospital.
Yeah.
And ask Dr. Noah to come back.
Okay, sweet. I was just about to ask that. When can you pick Kevi up?
The hospital can't reach his guardians, which could be a problem. I'll have everything arranged by tomorrow night at the latest.
Did his mom and were they killed? Then I'll bring Kevi to you at that time.
There's one more thing. A necessary reminder, so to speak.
What? What? He pauses before lowering his voice.
Since Kevi has an ether core fragment, it's possible Ever will keep looking for him. When caring for others, you must be mindful of your own safety.
Sure. Before coming here, I thought I had grown stronger. I thought I'd be capable enough to handle the challenges that awaited me. But I didn't expect them to become even more difficult. Fortunately, I've never had to face them alone.
Perhaps I'm also doing this for myself.
After the call ends, my beating heart finally begins to calm down. I look up at the moonlight hidden beneath the dark clouds. The night is still with no wind or rain, and the stars shine brightly. I suddenly wonder, is Zayne also looking at the same sky right now? Oh, I'm so glad he's here and that she can rely on him. The lieutenant's appearance at the medical center today means the fleet is keeping Mia under close surveillance. I need to avoid them if I want to bring Kevi here. Ooh, maybe we shouldn't bring him here? That seems like a really bad idea. Why are we doing that? Which means I need to keep this from Caleb somehow. During my trip back to the station on the floating island, the previously peaceful sky suddenly becomes dark and gloomy. Thunder roars in the distance. It might start raining again. My phone has several unread texts from Caleb. You haven't where are you? What? Hang on. I wasn't done. As I scroll through them, the fact that Caleb is truly back sinks in.
Everyone's on edge because of the explosion in the Cascade District.
The Deep Space tunnel's been acting up again, and more wanderers are showing up in Skyhaven.
I send over my location's coordinates and then it starts to drizzle. I join the crowd under the overpass. The atmosphere grows heavy with an eerie chill. A figure clad in black, half their face concealed by a high collar, appears. Their greenish-gray hair is loosely tied.
Excuse me.
Who is this? Are those piercings? Who is this? Why are they kind of like, I don't know. They're kind of handsome. Very interesting character design. I kind of like it. Who is this? But they don't move. Something's off, so I move to the side. Can I help you?
Yeah, you can.
What do I think about his voice? Oh my. Oh shoot! All of a sudden, there's a small explosion nearby. The scorching heat throws me back a few meters.
It's the one here!
Oh, wait.
Run!
I steady myself, covering my nose and mouth with one hand and waving away the smoke with the other. The stranger is still there. He pulls down his collar to reveal his face. With a forked tongue? What? Who is this with a forked tongue and white slit pupils? He grins mysteriously as if knowing this would happen. Who is this with a forked tongue?
Has anyone warned you that a unique hunter like yourself could get into some real trouble around these parts?
Oh, what an interesting voice. He moves like a grayish-green serpent. His fingers change into blades as they swipe past my cheek. Who is this man, and how does he have these abilities? I barely manage to sidestep him. He attacks again, aiming for my throat this time. He's tough and quick. I instinctively lean back and narrowly avoid the silver blades. I pistol whip him. Oh my gosh! I pistol whip him. Get him. Get him, girl. The gun landing a decisive blow on his head. Good for you. Ooh, yikes. Hearing that satisfying sound. Well, that's one way to describe it. Satisfying. Okay. Hearing that satisfying sound, I know I did a good job. I turn around. From the broken remains, wires and metal bits burst out along with a bunch of tiny bolts.
You're annoying. I can't hear anything now.
Oh my gosh, is he... What are all those cracks in his face? Is that like metal underneath? Is that crystals? What is that? The man touches the broken parts of his ear before tossing the short-circuiting implant into the drain.
If I take the ether core from you, I can trade it in for an ear with some nice bass. But...
The scattered electrical equipment is sucked into a metaflux surge as it spawns several strange-looking wanderers.
Oh, let them have some fun.
Is this some kind of transformation? My hand moves behind my waist. Amidst the dirt and rain, a bright red flash materializes. Oh no, a wanderer has lunged forward. A wanderer that has lunged forward is sent flying back several meters. What attacked it was surely it's Caleb, or is it Zayne? An apple? No, really? Having found its mark, the apple continues on its gravity-defying trajectory. I turn my head. It's Caleb. Cradling his phone between his ear and his shoulder, Caleb grabs an apple from the paper bag he's holding. Now that is a sight. Wow, he's talented. Not only is he holding his phone, and he's probably likely still talking, he's able to hit the wanderer with an apple, and use his evol, and keep an eye on us. A man of many talents. He throws it up and catches it in his right hand.
The supermarket wasn't having a sale on produce today, and my bullets aren't exactly cheap.
Okay, Caleb. I raise my gun and swiftly position myself beside him. I keep an eye on the wanderers approaching us.
This isn't a game. I won't let you charge in alone.
Okay, well, let's go together. Don't underestimate me. I can pull my weight in a battle just like you now. That's true. And you really shouldn't underestimate MC. That's true. Oh my. Oh my. The last wanderer is flattened by an unseen force and scatters debris in all directions. Caleb! Muddy water is everywhere, but Caleb seems unfazed as he brushes aside the damp strands of his hair. Oh, of my hair.
Are you hurt?
I'm good, but that person is getting away. Caleb holds out his hands, his fingers slightly extended. A barrage of stone shards chase after the fleeing figure cloaked in the dark grayish green.
Eat some fruit. I'll be right back.
He's gonna go after her. A paper bag lands in my hands. Before I can respond, Caleb vaults over the railing and disappears into the night. Am I not gonna go too? How did Caleb get here so quickly? That's true. How did he? Was he following me? Was he following me the whole time?
Perfect vessel, my ass. It doesn't even look as good as us unfinished products. Damn it.
Sharp shards pierce through half of Viper's face, and before he can even cry out in anger, a kick knocks the wind out of him. A powerful force slams him into the ground, which instantly destroys the other half of his face.
I see it's shedding season again, Viper.
He's met with him before.
Bastard! I'll kill you!
Caleb increases the weight. Immediately, the crisp sound of something crackling reverberates. Those invisible restraints are like iron that even make Viper's knees creak.
You...
Oh my goodness. Caleb is something else. His evol is like, it is legit. Not that the other boys aren't, but I was not expecting this. A white prosthetic eye floats into Caleb's hands and is crushed in an instant.
Who gave you the right to approach her?
Stop! Who gave you the right to approach her? Oh, he is mad. He is mad.
The professor said it's not time to go after her yet. I was just playing around with her.
Who's the professor? It feels as if a swamp is slowly squeezing the air out of his lungs, making it difficult to breathe. He's gonna kill him right here.
Are less than 72 hours before the final cleanup.
What's the final cleanup?
Just reminding you that.
What's the final cleanup? What are we talking about here?
If you can't retrieve the protocore fragments, you're done for.
Caleb's working with this person? He's working with this person who just attacked me?
Which hand did you touch her with? This one?
Oh my god, stop it. This is so... Oh my god. This is such a red flag, but I kind of love it. Which hand did you touch her with? This one? He's gonna break his hand, isn't he? Okay, I kind of love it, guys. I kind of do. I like that he's this protective of me, of like MC. I love that he is ready, like 10 toes down for the MC. Hell yeah. He's unfazed by the threat. Click. Viper's left hand is twisted and he almost passes out from the pain. Oh.
You need to protect her. It's a bit much.
Is it though? Is it? I don't think so. I think it's everything. It's just perfect.
Wouldn't you say your overprotectiveness borders obsessive?
Ooh. I mean, who wouldn't be obsessed with MC though? Come on now. What's gonna happen? Raindrops are suddenly suspended in the air. They're like countless silver needles that are ready to pierce him at any moment. He can't even laugh. Caleb crouches down, meeting Viper's gaze. He slightly smiles.
Lay a hand on her again, and I will kill you.
Okay. I love it. I love it. What happens now? Unable to find Caleb, I had no choice but to retreat to the overpass. The soaked part of the paper bag I'm holding leaves a chaotic pattern on my hand. It almost resembles a winding labyrinth. That person I knew had an ether core. Is he an assassin sent by Ever? Is Caleb working with Ever? Because he knew Viper. And what's that plan that they were talking about? But he wasn't planning to kill me. It seemed like he was testing his prey.
Why are you standing here in the rain?
An umbrella shields me as Caleb reappears. He frowns as he wipes away the water from my face. Caleb, are you okay?
I'm fine, but I lost track of him.
Having checked Caleb's hand over and over again, my anxiety only dissipates when I confirm he's unharmed. It's okay. I got some of the parts he dropped. I'll take them back to the data analysis. Hopefully there will be something to learn.
We'll talk about it later. Let's go home.
We have a lot of stuff to talk about, but I guess MC didn't hear any of that stuff, did she? That's unfortunate. He takes off his coat and drapes it over my head. With his arm around my shoulders, his warmth quickly envelops me.
Give me a heads up next time you go out. I can't help but worry about you when you're all alone.
How did he get here so fast? Upon returning home, Caleb ushers me into the bathroom. I'm wrapped in the hot water's warmth. After getting out of the shower, I put on soft loungewear, the rain's chill having faded away. In the living room, I scan the parts and upload the data to my watch. A steaming bowl of ginger soup appears on the coffee table. He cooked for us again. Oh my god, this man.
You didn't dry your hair. Again.
Okay. Freshened up, Caleb brings over a towel. He sits down on the couch and pats the spot next to him.
Come here.
Is he gonna dry our hair for us? I cannot. Is he going to? Stop it. That is so sweet. I love how, like, there are like two sides to him. He's like the sweetest, kindest, like, and then he is that super aggressive, possessive, like Viper said, obsessed almost guy. Oh, is he gonna dry our hair? I need him to. I need him to dry our hair. I comply and hold a bowl of soup while Caleb towel dries my hair. I love him. It's very soothing and I can't help but narrow my eyes. It's been a while since I received your service like this.
Oh, so you know it's a service. And that's why you always plop onto the bed to play with your phone while your hair's still wet.
It's because I know you'll help me.
Okay, Pipsqueak.
Stop it, I don't like it. I don't like it. I didn't like it in that one. Oh, he looks so handsome. Through the towel, something taps my head. It's not too gentle or too rough. Though, don't you think you've gotten better at drying hair?
Have I? I moved out to live in the college dorms. Then I moved again for the DAA after graduating. Looking back, it's been forever since I was really home. That means it's also been a long time since I helped you dry your hair.
Aww. He tilts my chin before using his fingers to comb through the disheveled strands. I cannot deal with this. There's no rush. We have more than enough time together.
Yep.
It's so cute! With a promise made, a new thought crosses my mind. What about the Deep Space Aviation Administration? Did they know you joined the Far Space Fleet? What about your comrade in arms?
They don't know. And they won't. It wouldn't be smart to have too many people in on this. They aren't required to know everything about me anyway.
My phone screen suddenly lights up. I see a news alert about the explosion in the Cascade District. Ah, right. Kevi. He removes a towel from my head and walks to the bedroom.
I'll grab the hairdryer. Give me a sec.
Now he's gonna dry it. Is he really going to? Wait! Aware of the warnings Kevi's parents gave and the fleet's close surveillance of the siblings, I realize things are in a more sinister light. Is it possible Caleb knows something about this? I don't want to doubt him. He stops in his track and turns to look at me, yet the question I want to ask is stuck in my throat. My words are impossible to voice. This is Caleb we're talking about. Regardless of the situation, I can't doubt him unless I have good reason to. That's gonna come back and bite me, isn't it? Oh, yikes, that's some foreshadowing, huh? Besides, he can read me like a book. If I can't get the information from him and he sees right through me, what happens after won't be good. It's nothing. I just wanted to tell you to hurry up. My hair's going to air dry at this rate. That's super cute. Caleb leans down and his fingers brush against my temple. Some of the water trickles down my face.
Considering how your hair is still dripping, yeah, I should be quick about it. Maybe I'll cook some kanji first.
You guys, he's so cute. Look at him. As I watch Caleb walk away, a sense of guilt creeps over me like an evening mist. This is so well written. I'm really enjoying this so far. This is so good. What happens next? We're almost at the end of the chapter. Is it the next morning? When I wake up the next day, my head feels foggy and my throat is itchy. Maybe it's because I got caught in the rain yesterday. Oh, I'm getting sick. What are these for? As soon as I enter the living room, I stop in my tracks. Boxes of various sizes that weren't there before are now here. Caleb rolls up his sleeves. He sits down on the floor and pieces something together from the scattered parts around him.
This place has been empty for too long, so I bought some stuff. Take a look. Do you need anything else?
He bought some things for me? Like he bought things for me to keep there? This is so domestic. Really? Oh, I love this. It's okay. I'll only be staying here for a few days. Anyway, I need to go. A few days? Girl, we'll be staying there much longer.
Why? You don't plan to visit me anymore?
No, of course not. I don't... That came out wrong, surely. I rub my stuffy nose. Content, Caleb smiles, wipes his hands, and gives the assembled robot a pat on the head.
Hello, Master.
The little robot's screen forms a smile as its movements produce a series of clink-clacks.
When you're on the bed and glued to your phone, it can bring you snacks and drinks.
He is so thoughtful. But he's so scary too, because it's like he can just turn it off and on at like a switch. Oh my. The warmth in Caleb's smile makes me feel even more guilty. I'm sorry. If the fleet is just trying to protect Kevi, then I'll make it up to you once he's safe. I promise. I sit next to him and attempt to mask my nervousness with a pleading look. Caleb, I agreed to have dinner and watch a movie with some classmates in Skyhaven tonight. Can you give me a ride? It's not that far. You can take me there since your plane can just zoom. And then I cough. Kevi agreed to meet me at midnight, but after careful consideration, I decide to head out early to avoid any problems. I made that suggestion to Caleb so he wouldn't overthink things.
You shouldn't go out. I can tell you're coming down with a cold based on your voice alone.
Yeah.
Focus on resting today, so you can recover.
That's not good. Caleb opens another box and busies himself again.
There's a weird energy fluctuation in the deep space tunnel. All the Wanderers in Skyhaven are riled up because of it.
Okay.
To ensure everyone's safe, Skyhaven will be under lockdown tonight.
What?
We'll be doing a cleanup.
No! Isn't eliminating Wanderers supposed to be a hunter's job? What kind of threat could possibly warrant a large-scale response from the fleet?
Doesn't matter. Since the fleet is in charge of Skyhaven, safety is our highest priority.
Does he know about Kevi or something? What is going on? He pauses and looks up.
I won't be around tonight, so don't even think about going out. Got it?
Oh, sir. This isn't good. I need to get Kevi out of here. I'm gonna pretend to give in, and then I'm not going to. Right? Surely. Meeting Caleb's gaze, I pretend to give in and purposely let a bit of reproach tinge my voice. Fine, I'll stay here. I can't exactly disobey the Colonel's orders, huh?
You also can't lock yourself in your room so that you can sneak out through the window later.
Sir! Mind your business! Get out of mine! This isn't our old house, and even if I did climb out of the window, I wouldn't get very far. Seemingly uninterested in arguing, he ruffles my hair.
I'll take you to meet your classmates tomorrow.
Yikes. He responds with a smile. It's the same one I've always seen, but his gaze is a little too cheerful. He's hiding something. Caleb, be honest with me. Is the cleanup tonight related to the explosion?
You're overthinking it.
He's lying, isn't he? He looks away and pretends to study the sketch. I grab his chin, forcing him to look at me. You're lying.
What about you, then?
He knows I'm lying, too. Oh, no. We're just both lying to each other. Great. He calmly grabs my right hand and reveals the gun I had put on my waist.
Why do you need a gun at a friendly get-together?
I mean, you said there were Wanderers out and about, so, that seems kind of normal, right? She's a hunter. That's because I'm worried about encountering a Wanderer. See? She's quick on her feet. His grip on my wrist tightens.
Don't forget about the ether core in your body. You're not a normal hunter. And the whole explosion incident is complicated. One wrong move, and you'll be trapped here forever.
What? The fleet isn't just here to investigate the explosion, right? Are you hiding something? In the tense silence, the small auto is oblivious as it continues making noise. After what seems like an eternity, he suddenly lets go.
Sorry. Do you remember what I said? Leave it to me. I won't break my promise to you.
My lips tighten into a thin line, and the increase in my body temperature that I've been fighting hits me. I slowly lean back and sink into the sofa.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have upset you.
Caleb kneels. He takes my wrist that he had grasped earlier and massages it with his thumb.
But tonight's operation isn't just a normal patrol. You're unaware of the dangers here.
His earnest gaze follows mine when I try to look away. For some reason, this version of Caleb feels like a stranger. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. He feels like he's like two different people. And he turns him just like off and on and off and on. And that's a little concerning. Do you really mean it?
Cross my heart.
She has the best nails. You made a promise to me. Don't forget about it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so as the day draws to a close, I still haven't found an opportunity to leave. I hope the round-the-clock shuttle service won't be affected by the cleanup. Only when my phone gives me a no service message do I realize how thorough Skyhaven lockdown is. Outside, darkness cloaks the scenery with the trees' shadows. When it's 11 p.m., I hear the faint creak of a door opening outside. After silently counting to 30, I quietly get out of bed and go to the living room. Oh my. No one's here. Only a single wall lamp illuminates the room, and the furniture's shadows are plastered on the house's white walls. I let out a sigh of relief and try to find my gun that Caleb put away.
Looking for something?
Oh my gosh, he's still here? I'm not gonna get out. Caleb, you're still here. Caleb stands behind me, his arms crossed. The light casts irregular patterns on the floor.
I was about to leave.
Go ahead, I'm getting something to drink. A cup that's filled with water floats over to my side along with 2 white pills.
You were coughing a lot during the day. Did you catch a cold because of yesterday's rain?
It's just a small cough.
Take some meds before you go back to sleep.
His gaze is calm and gentle, showing no signs of discontent. It's as if my pitiful lie fooled him. Okay. I won't let him worry about me tonight, at least. I put the pills in my mouth and wash it down with the water. I've emptied the cup in one go. The ticking of the clock secondhand echoes in the dimly lit room, emphasizing the silence between us and our mingling breaths. Without thinking, I avoid his gaze. I hesitate for a moment before heading back to the bedroom. Good night.
Good night.
What's going on? What's happening? What is this? I fell asleep.
Hey. If I kept you here with me like this, would you think I'm being too selfish?
What does he mean?
But it's only us now.
Does he have an apple pillow?
Let's say I had noticed these threats that were lurking around you earlier. Knowing then what I know now, none of this would have happened, right?
What? Clean up operate. Oh, I missed it. Aww.
Don't worry. This nightmare will come to an end. I promise.
What is that? What is he talking about? What does that mean? Okay, so what are we thinking? What are we feeling? Like, what are our thoughts on that? How are you guys feeling after that? I would love to know.